Polish that. On the back, I think on the back of I put some like, if you look on the back of your chair on the left, if you have a yellow dot, you got a poster. If you don't, you don't. If you got it, you got it. If you have a yellow dot, you got it? No? So you can move your around. You can maybe I put all in empty chairs. Fun. So if you guys can move around, find a yellow dot and move there, and then. But if you don't move, you don't get it. Anyway, my work is all mixed between art and design. If you find anything in the chairs, get the chair. Get it. I love comedy, so I hope we guys can laugh together a little bit. Maybe not. Anyway, I'm into art and design. I'm an artist and designer. Sometimes that create problems and friction and some ideas that doesn't go anywhere. So anti-type is about that, like anti-you. It's like what things I haven't done it that I can try to do it. Because I have to say I'm a type designer. Probably I'm not a type designer, but I am. I grew up in Rio. I'm Brazilian originally. I grew up in, it's a very cool place to grow up, like very rough. Like you're like in the woods and forests, boulders, surfing, but at the same time it's very like loud and crazy. And for designers and creatives, it's a very interesting place to go. I think Paris is the most beautiful city in the world made by men. And Rio is the most beautiful city made by nature or God, if you believe in nature, in God or whatever. Not whatever, if you believe in God. Sorry about that, apologies. Is the most beautiful nature created by something like geological tectonic plates. I don't know. Anyway, I grew up there, and then I always want to go abroad. I studied graphic design in Brazil. And I want to go to New York City. And I did that. 2001, I went to New York. And it was awesome. It was the best time of my life, living alone, Bass City, big time, boom. Then the towers got attacked. I was in downtown New York that day. I saw the towers collapse in front of me. I saw people jumping. And I thought the world's going to end. That's it. That's the end of the world of life. But September 12th, the world didn't end. It was still there. I said, all right, man, let's get out of here as fast as you can. And I did that. I left New York. And I moved back to Brazil, starting my own studio in New York, in Rio de Janeiro, back in Rio. And it was a very interesting time, very rough, but very interesting. Always plannings to move abroad. I always want to move abroad again. I want to move to study in Europe. I want to go to England. I'm a big fan of British design, big time for me. They're the best designers in the world. My man right there. But I could not pay British prices, so I could pay the Dutch prices. And for some reason, I went to the Netherlands. Who knows? And I went to the Netherlands, and I said, oh, man, I'm going to be 2-3 years in the Netherlands, and I'm going to move to São Paulo. That was my life plan. And then, never happened. I stayed in the Netherlands for 9 years. It was tough. I even wrote there, it's the good and the bad and the ugly. It was everything in life. I did everything you could imagine. I worked, I designed Dutch designers, and I could not take the Dutch designers anymore. I moved to advertising. I lost my job. I became a professor. I went to studying in the Netherlands in KBK. So going back, and when I was studying, 20-something Dutch kids was a bit like circle surrounded. I said, oh my God, man. And when they were like, I always try, if I want to make them laugh, I would try to say their names. Like, what's your name again? I'm never going to forget this kid. Hey, what's your name? Hey, and then they were laughing a lot. It was fun. It was a big achievement in my life being a professor assistant professor, not full-time professor, at the, what's the school? Sorry. Willem de Kooning Academy in Rotterdam. So that was I've been teaching for more than 15 years, been doing workshops for more than 10 different countries. Russia, Turkey, China, Denmark, right? Love Denmark, Copenhagen, yes. Anyway, I grew up in Rio. I'm from a family of a bunch of artists. And my mom is into fashion. My sister is a very gifted art book binder. She worked in New York and CBA for years. So we are always connected to New York somehow. And I have a cousin. He lives in Czech Republic, doing master puppeteers for theater. He's a very crazy dude. We always try to collaborate, but he's always super lazy. But anyway, I have a cousin that is a photographer. I have 2 aunts. One works in ceramic. Another one works in burning textiles. So I grew up in this family. At the same time, my father was into military, computer science, army. So that's where typography maybe collide right there, because I think typography is very scientific. When typography gets scientific, it's time to move out, right? Like, anyway, after 2012, my life got very complicated in Europe. I don't want to bother you guys about personal life. I decided to move back to New York. That's what I did. I applied to go back to New York, get the visa, apply for the visa, and they said the immigration smiled, said, okay, come back here. That's what I did. I moved by myself to New York, got the visa on my own. I'm very proud about it. I tell this very proud. Something's very rough moving abroad. If you guys are one day, probably some of you already did, you guys will see how difficult it is. And when you do it, it's like, fuck yeah, you know what I mean? So you're like, that's what I did. And when I thought I'm going to stay in New York the rest of my life, that's it. I'm going to put the flag so freaking deep. And then that's the winter in 2014. I said, man, I need to get out of here. It was so freaking freezing. And that's what I did. I moved to California. I met a beautiful Italian lady, and she got, you want to move to California with me? I said, oh, of course. And then we went to California. That's where I live, where I have my studio. And I'm very happy. I don't know for how long I'll be there. Maybe I'll move back to New York, because I don't know. I miss the city life. It's beautiful to be in France and seeing the city. Anyway, I tried to kill some time here with some introduction, because sometimes I got like crazy on this, the presentations. I'll try to do something different for you guys. The anti-type means that, you go against, is anti-you. Type is just the name. It can be anti-photo, anti-image, something that you go against what being established for you. Because sometimes I think the designers are always forced to work with specific tools. There is tools for that period, right? And today is whatever, like Adobe, artificial intelligence, everything has been handed to you. You work like this, go now, do beautiful things, So it's time to you maybe to create your, I think typography is like cool, because you can create your own tools, and I see type as a tool, like you create your own tools, and that's where the beauty of a type is. And then I said, well, Yomar, what should you do for this project? Maybe it's time for you to put everything in a book, make a book for this presentation. I mean, it's a unique experience to be in Paris, talking about your work. Let's do something that is absolutely benchmarking to you. And that's a problem when you set your bars too high. Because why did I do this? When I applied, the project was not ready, and I was doubting myself, but I did it. I made it. So the book is here. If you guys can come over and see it again. Seeing the book, not again, seeing the book. You never saw the book, of course. It's 20 years of unfinished work. So the book is not, my typography work is all unfinished, because I have zero patience to finish typefaces. Never gonna happen. I'm gonna need to talk to masters to help me out, to help me out to finish. Masters, you're not master, you know what I mean? But, and that's what I did. And at the same time, I said, Yomar, maybe I've been filming a lot. And I said, you know what, this time I'm going to try to write a script about this lost serif, because, again, everybody's using sans-serif, geometric sans-serif. I can't see a geometric sans-serif anymore. And then I did a serif typeface in my master's in in 2004, 2005, and I never do it again. Like, I just did once, and I'll never do a serif again. And this project that I'm going to show you guys is a film like called Spikes. It's the first time I'm showing. So I hope you guys like it. The movie is primarily the presentation. The movie has 5 minutes, and then I show the book for the remaining. This is not mine. I don't know what is here. But bonjour.
Typography is like counting the leaves of a tree. It's just an impossible task. I start counting, and the soft wind blows my expectations away. I keep counting, but I know that it's just impossible.
My man Norman, my savior. Dude, nice to see you.
I'm just
How are
here. I'm just here waiting for you.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. I have something to show you.
What-
Check this
what-
out. Check this out.
what do
Check
you
this
have?
out. Check this out.
What the fuck is this?
It's a book, dude.
It's a binder.
No, check this out. Guess what? I was selected for a talk in Paris, man. I'm going to Paris to show this book. Can
Oh
you
my
imagine?
god! Congratulations.
you.
Paris, Texas is amazing.
Dude, I'm not going to Texas, Norman. I'm going to Europe, Paris, Europe, France. I know there's a Paris in Texas, but you know what I mean?
With this shit. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this.
Man, I'm freaking out. I need your help on this to make this book interesting.
Man.
What do you think?
Display. Where's my serif at? Where's the serif at?
I know. I need some help too. You need to hook me up with a serif here, man. I miss the serif.
Maybe maybe I could get my friend Justin to help us out.
No way. Are you sure? Are you serious?
It'll get you the last page.
Woo. That would be amazing, bro. That would be amazing.
In the meantime, let's work with this janky ass fucking binder of a book.
What's happening, my friend? What's going on?
Who are you, man? Where did you get my car?
Man, first things first. I heard you were looking for Justin. Is that right?
Who wants to know?
Well, somebody wants to know. But thing is this. Do you want the serif or not?
Yeah, I want it.
Well, here we go. So, he's gonna meet you here. Just follow the instructions. You just gotta go from there. Handle that. Oh yeah, bro. By the way, that book this fucking sucks.
Whatever, dude. Are you Justin?
What do you think?
I don't know. Are you the man of the serifs?
It might be. Norm told me about you. You're the guy printing that shitty book, right?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's me.
You from New York?
Yeah, that's right.
You drink at a place called Donovan's?
I've been in that place many times, man. I love that. But how do you know?
You're the guy who used to bring in a different date every weekend. Dirty martini, stirred, not shaken, blue cheese stuffed olives. Am I right?
What?
What's
My
up?
man. You're that looking funny barman. I remember,
Yeah,
man. I
that's
remembered
me.
you.
Let me call the couple and I'll put in a good word for you.
Yeah, we're a couple.
Are we? Are you the guy with the shitty book looking for a serif?
Yes, I am.
Well, we have what you're waiting for.
Can I have it?
Here it goes. Make us proud, if you can.
Thank you, guys. You're welcome to see it if you want to see the book. Absolutely, my pleasure. It was awesome.
Blown away, actually.
Oh,
I always
amazing.
think that I shouldn't judge a project because the end result is one thing, the process is another. So it doesn't always have to be, the end project is something you always is sort of sad, you leave it because it's sort of the death of the project, but the process is, what do you think about that? I'm just thinking that this is, was it 365 pages or not?
250.
250, okay.
I don't really know why I don't really know why it's 250. It's just became, but I think that the process of letting go things are important. That doesn't mean that they are unfinished. They're just like little babies that don't grow, but it's still your kids, right? I think kind of thing. Like there's another baby here, and you can keep putting food on it, and it grows again. Like that's the beauty of type, I think. Using their mentality of type into art projects that I've been doing that a lot. Yeah. And then you let it go afterwards and then go back into it. It's very difficult when it comes to that one to come to film, because film is you work with other people. You're never gonna be able to do a film alone. So, and you always can, for instance, the audio is not perfect, stuff like that. But you have to let it go. But I'm always with this mentality and working process, trying to do enjoying the process instead of the final result. The process is more interesting, sometimes more interesting than the final result.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's something that also you bring with you to the next project.
The energy, yes, absolutely, yeah. One thing is connected to another. Yeah.
Super interesting.
Yeah, the idea of Adam, the name of the guy, is he's looking for the font as a drug. If you guys didn't, it's like a drug. He's looking for the drug.
We don't know.
Yeah, he's hunting the type drug. That's the and sometimes I think for the drug addict is more the rush of finding the drug than the drug itself.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit this analogy of, yeah.
Yeah. Are we going to take some questions? We have time for some questions.
Questions? No questions?
All right. So, yeah.
All right.
Any of those typefaces evolve will become a full typeface?
At the end, there is a part that are called the proud moments of they are final typefaces, but they are custom-made jobs. They're true custom-made jobs, but they're still not unfinished. One of them, I tried to sell the italic. We don't have the money to pay, and they, okay, we give for you, but they didn't want it because we want to have the museum using. It's a museum in San Diego. Like we did the identity and the typeface. The typeface is the identity. But it's still unfinished. It's a finished project, but it's unfinished. Typography is kind of weird because you can think, oh, this is done, but you always can enlarge the work somehow, right? You're the master. You always can enlarge your work, yeah.
So we have a few minutes, and I think that we will take the time to speak up. And
Perfect.
let the
Thank you, guys. If you guys.